Hi crafty friends, it's Friday, so that means it's time to do another collab video with Mrs. Gigi. It is called #CreateWithMH, and each week we pick a quote and a theme, and it was Mrs. Gigi's turn to pick, so this week we are using the quote, "You do not find the happy life, you make it." And the theme is pastel. So I like that quote a lot. We are going to make something using that quote. And actually I'm going to attempt to make a paper dress. So we're going to start out with that. This might be a longer video because this might take me a little while. Alright, so I'm starting out with a 6x6 piece of paper with pastel floral on it. And you can actually do this with any size of paper as long as it's square. So 6x6, 8x8, 10x10, 12x12. But I'm starting with a 6x6. So we're going to ignore this pattern on the back. You take the side that you want to show and you fold it over, fold it in half. So you want to try to get that exactly in half. And then it's very helpful to have a bone folder and to, I think it's called burnish it, but I'm not sure. So you fold it in half like this. And then you're going to take and you are going to fold the sides into the middle. So here's the middle. And you got to find the middle, and then you fold the paper into the middle like this. So use that. And then you're going to do the same on the other side. So you're going to fold this side into the middle. Alright, and I'm going to use my bone folder. So this is what you have. Looks like it might go this way. I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, so you have this. Now, this is what your paper looks like. Now what you're going to do is you are going to take one of these things here, side, and you're going to kind of fold it in like this to the middle again. So folded that side into the middle, so then it looked like that. See how it folds in? Okay, so now you're going to have to do the same to the other side. So you take this and you kind of grab it up like this, and you fold this side into the middle. I'm going to try to go as slow as I can and show you how to do this in case you want to try to make one. So that leaves you with this, and on the back it's going to look like this. Okay, so this is the back. It doesn't matter if it's patterned on the back or if it's plain or whatever. So you've got this. Now, you're going to turn it over and you're going to fold up the pattern side that you want showing up to the top. You leave a little space. So you don't have to be exact. You don't have to measure it or anything. Just make sure you're leaving a little space up here, like this. Okay, so then you turn it over and you're going to have a bigger side and a smaller side. Okay, so you want the bigger side down. and the smaller side up here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take and you're going to kind of grab this here, and you're going to make another little fold, and you're going to fold it in just a little bit, and then that's going to give you this. Okay, so you fold that in. All right, so then we're going to make sure that's burnished good. All right, so that's what you've got so far. Okay. Now, you turn it over, and you're going to take this little piece here, and you're going to fold one side here into that middle crease line. All right, so you make a little triangle there, and then you're gonna, see, you're making a little triangle. Now you're gonna do the other side, and you're just gonna make another little triangle and fold that piece down also. Okay, so it's gonna look like this. Now you open this back up, and you kind of grab this here. See how it's made a little hole thing here? You grab this here and you pull it down, and if you got it good and creased, you're going to be able to kind of grab it and push it together here, and then it's going to do this. It looks kind of like a kite or a diamond. So you've got this here. Okay. Now, turn it back over, and you're going to take one of your sides on the dress, and you're going to kind of keep it bent, and then you're going to kind of grab it, and you pull out just a little. Don't pull it hard or you'll rip your paper. So you want to just pull it out a little bit, because this is what's making that little pleat in the front of the dress. One second, let me show you a dress so you can see what we're doing here. Of course, this is not pastel, but this is what it's going to look like. And then we're going to fancy it up a little bit. Okay, so now, like I said, we're going to take and we're going to pull this a little bit. And you kind of push down, and you'll kind of be able to get it to lay down like this. Oops. See how it's kind of pulled out to the side a little bit? Now you got to do that on the other side. So you kind of just take it and you pull a little. There we go. And then you got to crease, make sure that's creased down. So it's going to look like this. So this here is making the little pleat in the front of the dress. Okay. So this is what we've got. Now, we're going to flip it over again, and we're going to take this piece here, and we're going to fold this over. Now, as we're doing that, as you're folding this part, you're going to kind of fold this too, and make it go down into a little point thing here. So, see, when I fold it, you fold it all, and it goes down, and then it kind of comes down like that. Now, that's going to make this part here of your dress kind of come out more. Okay, so now we got to do the other side. You fold this over, and as you're doing it, this is going to come too. You fold it, and then you're going to kind of push down, and you're going to fold it like that. So see, it all went down. So here's what we've got so far. Now I see my side over here sticking out further, so we're actually gonna kind of fold it in a little bit. You can look at the front and make sure, you know, you like the way it looks. So I'm gonna kind of fold mine in a little more. Let me look. Yes, that's better. So you want the sides to look, you know, kind of even. So it's looking like this so far. Now you turn it back over again. And now you're going to take one of these top pieces and you're going to fold it down. This is going to make this little arm piece on your dress. Now I didn't fold mine enough. So you got to kind of fold it down enough so that it comes out and you can see it on the other side. See this little piece here? So you take it. Let me show you closer. See how it's coming out? That's going to make the little arm. Now you flip it back over, and now you've got to do this side. So you fold this one out. And then, of course, you want them to look, you know, similar. You don't want them to be one all big and one small. So this side actually looks a little bit smaller. I mean, a little bit smaller. So I'm just going to kind of do it again. I just keep doing it until I make sure it looks, you know, pretty much even. So you're folding this piece here, and then you've got the little arms of the dress now. Okay, so then you take this part that's here, and you're gonna fold this down and make like a little triangle. And it's going to kind of come up, see how you fold it? It's going to kind of come up like that and make a little point here, because that's the top, the dress here at the shoulder part. And then you're going to do the same here. Now, they don't look even to me, so I'm going to kind of do it until if I don't get it exactly where it looks right, I'll just turn it over and fold it down a little bit more on whatever side looks bigger. So this side still doesn't look exactly like I want it. So you want them to match or it's going to look wonky. There you go. See? Looks even on the sides, pretty much. Then you use your bone folder and get that nice and burnished, I believe is what it's called. So here you go. You've got your little dress. I hope I did that slow enough and explained it well. If you have any questions, you can leave those in the comments below and I will get back to you and answer those. So this is what it looks like on the back, and then you got the pretty little dress here on the front. Now I'm actually going to dress this up a little bit more. You don't have to, it's up to you. I had some ribbon here. No, it was lace somewhere that I was going to put on this dress, but I've lost it. Imagine that. It's on the floor. Okay, 1 second. Let me get it. Okay. I found it. So it's like a cream colored lacy trim thing. Alright, so I'm going to take this piece of lace or trim. Actually, you know what? I want this to be flat as possible because I'm going to try to glue it down on some paper, which usually I put these in a little book. I've got a little paper dress book that I've made. So normally I just stick them in there. I've never attached it to paper before. So we're trying this together. I'm going to try to put tape on some of this to maybe make it stay down better. Probably going to use a lot of tape. So just going to tape these parts down as much as possible. Oh, I forgot to tell you something else while I'm looking at it. Show you something in just a moment. I need way smaller pieces of tape. I'm ripping off too much here. Okay, well that's going to go over the side, but that's okay. I'm going to cut it. Ooh, I can use my llama trash can for this tape. Okay, so if you have made your dress and you can see these little pieces here that are kind of sticking out at the bottom, I don't really like those. So all I do is I just take my scissors and I cut them. There you go, see? Now they're gone, and it's nice, clean edge with nothing poking out. Okay, so, all right, now, oh, I was taping over here. I got sidetracked. If you're going to try to glue yours down on something, I would recommend you trying to tape it too, probably. So I'm just cutting the excess tape off here. Get in there. Okay. Yeah, this is as flat as I've ever had one, I believe. All right. Got both of my dogs over here being nosy. Okay, so here we go. I've got it as flat as possible. I put a bunch of tape on the back. All right, here we go. So I'm going to take this lace and I'm going to wrap it around. I can either just like wrap it around here, or I can make a bow. You can make these look so cute, however you want to do it. No, I think I'm gonna tie a piece around and then just kind of leave it hanging down on this one. I've got my windows open, so if you hear any rap music or noises, it's cars outside. It's in the 60s today and very pretty. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and tie a knot in this too, I think. And then, of course, you can just fiddle with it, do whatever you want. I like to put lace or ribbon or trim or something on here. And then I think I'm just going to leave it where it kind of comes down like that. So I need to cut my other side. I'm going to use these scissors for that. Okay, so here's what we've got so far. It's looking cute. All right, now I have my little jar of gems and pearls and bling and stuff here. Let's find something to put on here. Let's dump some stuff out and see what falls. These pink pearls here are really cute. Oh wait, those are too dark. These. That's cute. Let's use those. So I'm just gonna put these little gems on. Well, pearls. Flat back pearls, I guess you would call it. Here we go. I'm going to try to make sure they're in the middle. Look, that looks cute. Alright, now another thing while I'm thinking about it, since I tied this lacy trim on here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tape that too. I want to make sure everything stays down because, like I said, I'm going to try to glue this down to paper, which I've not tried before. So I'm going to tape it. Hopefully that'll help it stay in place. Here we go. So we've got the cute little dress with the pearl. Alright, now let's scoot this stuff out of the way. So we've got our dress. We'll just put it over here. Alright, I don't know what Mrs. Gigi is doing for her project today, but I will have her channel linked down below in the description box. So please go over and check out her project. I'm sure it's going to be something very cool and creative. Now, I want to do, I think, a big card where I basically fold this in half. So I think I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to fold it in half and then I'll cut some of it off. There we go. And then whatever I have left I can use for another card for something. Here we go. So I hope you are all having a wonderful day so far. I hope you have some nice weather where you live. Alright, so I got that folded. I think we're just, and then this is the piece that has the label on it, so I think I'm going to cut some of that off. But I need to make sure that the dress will fit. And of course, we've got to include the quote And I think what I'm going to do is just, I'm going to put it here and then put the quote like next to it. So I need to make sure I've got room for that. So probably cut it about here. We'll lay this on here and make sure. That should be good. Okay. Now I'm hearing sirens, so Lord, please be with whomever is sick or in trouble right now. All right, there we go. So now we've got our card folded. It's going to be a big one, but I also know how to make envelopes, so I can always make a big envelope for this. We're going to put this on the paper like that. But I was thinking that I would actually make like a little background paper for this too. And I do not like to measure. I very rarely ever measure anything, so I just pretty much eyeball it. So I think I'm just going to cut this where there's a little piece left on the side here. So we're going to cut it like, we're going to cut it about there. And then I want it to have, I want to be able to see the pink a little bit on the bottom and the top. So we'll cut it about here. So I made my little, it's kind of how I do it. I just kind of mark where I'm going to cut and then cut it. Okay, now I find my little place where I cut that. It's right here. Hope I'm in frame here. Keep forgetting to look. Okay. There we go. And it tore just a little bit. My trimmer needs a new, all of my trimmers need new blades, I believe. I have 3 of them. You'd think that one would be good, but okay, so I ripped this just a tiny bit like the trimmer did, so we're going to try to cut that piece off without tearing it even more. I would do it with my scissors, except I know it would be very crooked. I can never cut anything straight. Alright, I'm going to get my bigger scissors for this. See how there's kind of some pieces on the edge? Because my trimmer needs, my blade needs changed. I don't have any. And it's not something I remember to order. I'm going to have to do that soon, I guess. So I'm just going to go along the sides a little bit with these scissors to get these little pieces off of here. Maybe if I do that. Okay, that's helpful. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, that's left over. Now, I believe that's left over. Get that all out of the way. Put this in my little llama trash can. Alright, so we're going to glue this onto the card. I'm also out of my ATG tape. I love that, to use my big tape glider for cards and stuff, but I ran out of the tape for that. I'm going to have to order that too. I need to make myself a note. Order tape and find blades for the trimmers. Okay, so we want to make sure that that's even. See the same amount of pink on the top and bottom and the sides. And we're just going to glue it on. I want to make sure to kind of get it even. It's not going to be perfect, but alright, there we go. So we have the, saw some lumps. Guess I could use my foam folder here. Alright, so we've got the card, and then we've got the light blue and white polka dots here. I hope you can see that. Alright, now we want the dress to go on here, and we have to have that quote on here. Kind of scared to use my trimmer on this because it's probably going to tear it just on copy paper. But I also might cut it all weird too if I try. Yeah. If you would like to make something using the quote and the theme, we would love to see it. So if you make a video, or I'm just going to cut this over like that first and get it smaller, be easier to work with. But if you want to make a video or make a project using "You do not find the happy life, you make it" quote and the pastel theme, just make sure you put the hashtag on there so Mrs. Gigi and I can see what you've done. We would love to see it. We would love to have you all join in and make something. I did not print any more of these, so I'm really trying not to mess this up because I don't want to have to print another one. I should have just did two to begin with, so I had a backup. But of course I did not think of that at that time. Okay, I'm gonna stop messing with it, and sorry about the glare here. We're just gonna stick this paper here to cover the glare. Sorry about that. It's nice and sunny today. Okay, so there we go. Now, I was thinking about making a little pink background on the quote here. Let me look and see. I think I want to. Okay, so let's see. Went just a tiny little. So I need to cut it like right there. And about right here. This trimmer cuts this paper better, this thicker cardstock, than that thin paper. Still got some of those jagged edge things there though. Actually, this looks a little uneven right there. Yeah, here we go. This looks like it kind of cut it a little uneven on this side right down there. It's like a little. I don't think anybody's going to notice it except for me. Okay, that's pretty good. Now we'll put this, glue this on here. Oh, I forgot to move that paper again. Sorry. Excuse me. So we've got this glued on, but then this side over here just, I don't know why, but it looks not straight. And if I cut it, it might end up cutting too much off, but it's going to bug me if I don't try. So we're going to try to cut a little tiny piece off here and see if it works. I don't know if you all are as picky as I am. I'm always trying to make everything look perfect, and it never does, so I don't know why I keep trying. I think it's actually, like, I got that part straight. I think actually this part that I already glued down is sticking out a little bit. Like, this edge isn't cut perfectly straight, so I think that's the problem. Probably going to mess it up by trying to fix it. Okay, that's better. Okay, that's better. Alright, now. So I think we're going to put the dress here and the quote here. I guess we're going to glue this thing down. Actually, I found some glue dots. Forgot that I found those. I'm hoping that these will help. There's not a whole lot in here, but just dump them out. I haven't used those for a long time, so let's see what I got. So these are little sticky clear dots. These will probably work better than the glue sticks. Definitely want to get them down on like the edges and the corners and pieces that will try to pop up on me. I can always put some extra glue on there later to the glue with the glue stick or the tacky glue. I have that here too. I'm just going to put a bunch of these on here. And it probably won't hurt to put this on there too. We're just going to do it. There we go. So the dress is on. Now we've got to glue the quote on here. When Mrs. Gigi told me we were doing a pastel theme, I was like, oh boy, I don't have very much pastel. And I went through everything, digging, trying to find papers and things that I could use. I came up with this little 6x6 paper, and I thought, ooh, that would make a cute dress. Alright, now we have the dress and the quote on here. Looking cute. I think I might add a few little, maybe some of those matching pearls down here on the bottom. There we go. There is my project. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, Mrs. Gigi's channel will be in the description box below. Please go and see what she has done with this collab. And I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I hope you have an awesome weekend. Thank you again, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.